Alright, listen, this video may be a little bit controversial. It may be gut-wrenching. It may be a little pessimistic, even though I'm the most optimistic dude on the freaking planet. But I want to bring you these hard facts today because I think as entrepreneurs, we often fall accustomed to something called the over-optimism bias. This bias is a part of the 25 continental biases of human misjudgment, which enables us folks, people like me and you, to misjudge our perception and reality and what things are going to really take. And what this over-optimism bias means is as entrepreneurs and as people, we fall accustomed to thinking everything's going to be great. We get into entrepreneurship, we want the financial independence, we want the freedom, we think it's going to be easy, and then we fall flat on our face and we tread water for years upon years upon years. The real problem with this is emotions are subjective. They're not based off of facts, right? They're based off perception. Perception is subjective. Reality is subjective. It's all based on individuals, right? The facts, this is what you have to follow. The data, it's the same with marketing. It's the same with business. It's the same with everything. And if you look at the data, there is 33 million small businesses in the U.S. Out of those 33 million, within 2 to 5 years, 90% of them will fail. Only 9% of them will gross more than 7 figures a year, which quite frankly is nothing. And only 1% of them will gross more than 8 figures a year. So what does this tell us? This tells us that your chances of building a successful service or product-based business is damn near impossible. And the only way to make it possible is to understand 3 core things. As entrepreneurs, you have to understand how to generate qualified prospects via leads, via appointments, and via online purchases to your actual business with accountability, measurability, and of course, profitability. If you can't do that, you are doomed. The next thing you have to master is how do you convert actual leads and appointments into profitable sales? Well, you got to get into the psychology of people. You have to understand how to train folks and how to get folks to be able to convert prospects, to coach them, to challenge them, and to overcome their objections to turn into customers for your business. People need a push. That is your job. You have to be a good coach. A good coach is there to challenge you. You have to challenge these prospects. And last but not least, in order to be successful, you have to understand that the front end of your business, your client acquisition efforts, which is client attraction and client conversion, that is only a part of the game. That is how you make revenue. But in order to turn that revenue into actual profit, you have to dial in the back of your business. And what do I mean by this? You need standardization. You need delegation. You need automation. You need elimination. You need real processes. You need real systems to run those processes. You need automation to cut down on all the admin waste that's bottle capping your company and holding you guys back. You have to dial this stuff in. Because what happens if you get your client acquisition stuff done on the front and you scale, it's not going to matter because all that revenue is not going to be profit because there's so many deficiencies and waste within your organization. This is the 3 reasons I am 100% convinced that businesses fail. Now, if you're struggling with any of these reasons and you want to take it to the next level, DM me. We just launched Psychology Secrets. We've been putting this bad boy to the test in the corporate world for literally the last 6 years. We have built a dozen of 8-figure companies. You heard me right. $10 million to $100 million. We've impacted salespeople's lives all over the world. We've impacted marketers' lives all over the world. And we have put real impact and built real businesses, even though the odds were stacked against us through this methodology. And if you want similar results, hit me up. It is not cheap. Good things aren't cheap and cheap things aren't good. But if you're willing to pay the price, you're coachable, and you want to get elevated and you want to learn the game and get everything that you desire and quite frankly deserve, DM me.